Now, let me say that in 2022, in our world today, we are witnessing a new season of leadership failures in the world in every level of society, including the church. From Australia to Africa, from Times Square to Texas, leaders have failed morally, relationally, financially, and in their integrity. The millennial church in particular is undergoing a revolutionary correction where pomp and circumstance, absent of depth and authenticity, is being judged and torn down. All of this grieves my heart as I know God's sheep are being wounded, and these leaders, some of whom are my friends, are also hurting in profound ways. Added to this is the failure of secular leaders around the world, from the USA to Europe and from Capitol Hill to Silicon Valley. In many instances, the leadership difficulty we face is as it was with Uzziah. Uzziah's problem was pride. After he went into the temple, he took a place that was not his. He broke order. He had pride in his heart. He tried to become a priest. It wasn't enough for him to be a king, and so he went into a place he should not have been. He was confronted by the godly leaders of the day, and when they confronted him, he got angry that they were calling him into accountability, and in his anger, God says in his word, and Isaiah says that leprosy broke out in his forehead, and he became a leper from that day forward. Uzziah, this great, this prosperous, this famous, this influential, this powerful king, dies as a pauper and a leper in a house by himself, all alone. And then Isaiah 6 says, in the year King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord high and exalted. And I saw his glory, his presence, the after effects of his glory filled the temple. Smoke happened, the temple pillars moved at the glory and power of God. Let me say to you today, earthly leaders may fail, but the leader of heaven and earth will never fail. God is still on the throne, and just because people have fallen, it doesn't mean that you have to fail. Now, one of the scary things for Isaiah in saying yes to being a prophet of God was that leaders were falling in his day. And so it was scary to be a leader when so many other leaders were falling. And let me say to you, many of you in this room are called to leadership. We talk about it a lot at ORU, and just because other leaders have fallen and can't get through having their integrity intact doesn't mean you have to fall. 1,000 may fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you if you'll keep your heart right before God. Come on, give God praise. Amen. Even in a world where leadership is tough, and that's what we're seeing in our world, leadership is tough. Many can't endure the rigors of leadership, both in the church and out of the church. Where many leaders fall, where leadership is under demonic attack day and night, we say, Lord, make me a leader anyway.